So I was debating on whether to do this video or not because I don't know how people are going to take it. Like, I still don't really know what it was, but I'd like to tell the story and get people's thoughts on it. So I live in New Zealand now, but when I was a little girl, up to the age of 9, I lived in England. I'm British born and raised. And I used to go on picnics with my family to an area called the South Downs. Not very often, just every so often, just every once in a while. I remember it because we used to have these green china, like, they were sort of plastic, but it looked like china. You know, you get those, and there were these folding chairs, like it came in a set. So on this particular day, we stayed out till like the sun was setting at 5 p.m, that kind of thing. And I'm in a wheelchair, so at the time, people used to push me up hills, up paths, that kind of thing. And I remember they decided to and this is not in a negative way at all, but just sort of leave me on the path because the hill was too steep. And so they park me on the path and they go up to the top of the hill. And I remember this memory so vividly, like it's crazy. I'm sitting there. I remember because the wind was blowing, right? And so I'm looking around. I can feel the wind blow and see the grass moving. And I see a rabbit come out of its warren, right? And I'd never seen a rabbit in sort of like person before, so I was like really intrigued. I was like 7 or 8 at the time, and as the rabbit comes out, I just remember hearing no sound like around me, like say the birds were chirping, there was nothing, and everything felt really still. Okay, and I just happened to look up. I don't even know where my parents are, like I have no sense. I just remember I looked up towards the sky. And in the sky, there was like this little grey object. And as the object moved across the sky, it made a really weird wibbly noise. Like it was a really odd noise. It was the only thing that made sound. And I remember just feeling like completely like in a trance. Like I was consciously aware that I was somewhere, but it was like time stopped. And when the object passed across the sky, time came back again, like it sped up, and all of a sudden I could hear my parents going, "Ali, time to go now, like let's go." And it was as if, yeah, the grass was moving again. It was so bizarre, and it was like a really, really weird little glitch, right? Or something that happened. I don't know if it was a UFO, but it was the strangest. And I'm telling you, I am not someone, I am a very, like, I know what I see and I know what I hear. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very adamant about it. Like, if I see something, it's quite freaky to me, right? Even though I work with spirit, I feel and know things. I don't really see things necessarily. I don't want to, right? And so when I actually do have experiences like that, I'm very clear about what I saw. But I sort of, like, kept it to myself because I didn't know how to describe it. And I remember I told my therapist years later, and even she thought it was very odd, and she actually did believe me. And like, it's a very clear memory, and I am aware this could be like a false memory or a dream or something, but I vividly remember being near the top of that hill and seeing what I saw. And I've always sort of believed that there are aliens because of that. I don't know what it was, but I feel like I was meant to have these experiences in my life. You know what I mean? Just very, very odd. And if you have any idea of what this could be, or if you've experienced very similar experiences around the South Downs, please let me know, because that wasn't the only weird experience. It wasn't really a supernatural experience, but one time I got followed by a bull there as well, which is a very interesting experience. But yeah, if you have any other similar experiences to mine in England or anywhere else, like, please do let me know. Like, it was just very odd. When people talk about, like, time freezing, I know exactly, like, what they're talking about. Like, it's just so bizarre. Like, it's like, your brain sort of glitches out of its normal mode of perception and you're just tunnel focused on that. If you want any more like little creepy things, like, let me know. I haven't experienced that much in life. Definitely I've hit on some weird stuff in readings, and I've had some synchronicities. There is one other story I want to make a video on, but let me know if you'd like to hear that other story. And yeah, thank you for listening, and I look forward to hearing from you.